Hi everyone, just about to start. Hey everyone, let's see how many people are here already. So I am getting ready to start. I don't see many people here at the moment. Okay, I at least I have one viewer, so I'm just about to start. If you can hear me, please just type into the chat screen. And yes, I am definitely about to going to start. So let's not spend too much time on this. Uh, yeah. So this course is very simple. It's just about how to create a website. It basically gives you all the critical steps or the simplest steps needed in order to build a website. So what I'll be using is WordPress, which is one of the easiest tools to use in order to come up with a website, right? So let us start. So my name is Dr. Athar Ahmed Bhatti. In today's session, we're going to start with an introduction of what the initial steps are all about, then cover three important areas, give you some examples, show you some sites that have what I'm talking about under the domain name, hosting, and theme. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section and I will respond. So now let's go to the next screen. Okay. So the case study is very clear that Sarah wants to create a real estate website and doesn't know where to start. It will list houses for sales with pictures, prices, dimensions, and contacts. So where does she start? How does she start? So there are many ways of doing this. My model is obviously through WordPress, and WordPress has been there for quite some time. One of the things I like about it is it's got a lot of plugins, and at present it's also got AI plugins. So for example, you can plug in large basically generative AI systems such as ChatGPT. So it's a very useful tool from that perspective, and within my sessions I will try to cover as much as I can, and I hope it will be useful, because my only intention of this course or this set of courses is to allow you all to become entrepreneurs. I mean, those that are not into entrepreneurship, this could start you off in a digital business, right? So you could actually go to any customer and tell them, look, I'm going to be able to set up a website for you. What do you need, and what are the steps to be taken, how to cost for it, etc., etc. So That's it. So what are the overall steps in building a comprehensive website? So this is now step A. So some of the most basic things that need to be done in order to set up a website. So you need a domain name, you need a WordPress theme, and you need a host. Now the domain name and the host are basically complementary, because usually the host provides a way of providing a domain name. And then of course you've got the WordPress theme, which is basically a template which you could actually use to develop your website on, rather than have to do all the development yourself. Okay. As you all know that it can get really complicated. So I'll start off by showing you what a domain name is. So domain name is an identity. So for example, in my case, the site I'm taking you to is Mocha host .com. Now that's a domain, and this is a nice site that you can actually use in order to basically create a site, make it easy for you. So this the reason why I like Mocha host is not like I'm being paid by them, etc. But what I like about them is that their pricing is some of the most competitive I've seen in terms of the cost and the features that they do provide. So from a hosting perspective, they have web hosting, you have WordPress hosting, you've got your Java, your reseller plans and add-ons, and they also provide domain names. So let's start off with a hosting aspect, and then of course the domain name becomes part of it, right? So you can actually go into web hosting, or you can go into WordPress hosting. Really the difference here is that just been packaged differently. So if you go into web hosting, you can actually go here and say, okay, fine, I want to go for a solo plan with a control panel. So it's much more comfortable to people to use it. So this is small home office, 2.29 per month. Renewal price, location is that one website, normal server power, cloud technology, automatic vendor backups. If you want premium daily backups, you actually pay 2.95. You can get a secure socket layer 256-bit certificate. You have unlimited monthly traffic, unlimited disk space. You get email and webmail, uptime guarantee, Mocha Load, never reboot protection, lifetime discount. You can actually add a spam expert, etc. And as you can understand that, if you want to go for the business one, when your site is much bigger, it's much more complicated, it's got much more capabilities, needs powerful requirements, then you'd actually go for the business. And one of the good things about it is that you get one free domain, which is quite good. It's also WordPress optimized, etc., and you have Android and iOS app support, secure SSH, Git, so all those features do exist. Then you've obviously got the Mocha, and you've got the Ultimate. Now, this is in case you're very good at setting up sites, you do understand how to go into a control panel and be able to work with it. So I could probably also show you that. I personally usually use the control panel plans. But if this is too much, then if I was you and basically very new at this, the other option would basically be going for a WordPress package instead. So the WordPress package, as you can see, is a bit more expensive. So it starts with 3.18, whereas the other one was basically 2.29. Okay, so it's just a matter of how easy it is for you. But so I would recommend, since if you are experienced with this, you'll probably not even be in this course. But if you're not, then you'd actually choose one of these. The starter package, the premium package, the advanced package, and the professional package. So once again, It's almost the same. You can have unlimited WordPress sites, you have a normal server power, automatic backup, health monitoring, which is good, malware and spam checking is good, 100,000 monthly visits is great. As you can see, it's actually limiting the number of users on your site. And again, as you go upwards, you actually get your free domain, and you get another free domain. You can have a cloning tool, which is basically a way of cloning your existing website and migrating it somewhere else to check it out. Also, as it says, it creates a clone of your existing website with a single click. It's perfect for testing changes and development prior to updating your live website. It minimizes downtime and headaches. Okay, and of course, you've got your professional plan, which is this one, right? So I'm not going to do any of these because I already have. There are also others applications out there, Magneto, Drupal, and Joomla, but actually WordPress is the most common one these days, and this is why I would recommend that you go for that's why, okay, it's my favorite, and most people today are actually using WordPress. So just in case you use the WP starter account, just to I don't want to go through the whole process because I already have a site, but you can actually go and register for a domain, and you could call it greatcourse.com, and if you type greatcourse.com, you do a domain search, and you can actually look for the right domain name. It's looking for it. It doesn't exist, but you can have the Guru, the Ninjas. So Great Course Forever, maybe that's available. Yes, it's available. You can add to your cart, and this is 14.95, probably for 1 year or 2 years. Let's just once we do it, I will actually know in my cart, etc., etc. So it's as simple as just purchasing the domain and going ahead. But now I'm actually going to go to my account. I actually do have an account here already. Okay. Looks like I forgot my password. Let's see. Is that one? Nope. Okay, so let's see, maybe it's this one. Nope. Okay, so here we are. Don't usually like saving. So as you can see, I've actually got 2 hosts, and I will look at this one, this web hosting, which is htconline.com. It's the website I'm going to use today, and you can see I've already got my domain name registered. I'm not using any disk usage, so I've actually not put anything on it. The auto renewal status, you can put it on or off. These are my email accounts. Now remember, mine does not have a I do not have a WordPress account. This is basically the basic small and home office version. So for that reason, I will actually go back to my services, and if I wanted to manage it, I'll just log on to my control panel, so which is here, and so this is the control panel. It's got everything, and this is one of the reasons why, if you do know a bit about WordPress, you could literally just install WordPress managed by Mocha host, or you can install the standard WordPress, right? So you don't need to do much. I will go through this with you eventually, and you will understand better. But this just shows you that there are quite a number of applications you can actually install. There's actually a real estate application here. So let's continue. So what happens is that once you go there, I think now you've actually understood that you can actually create a domain name, and you can host it on a site like Mocha host. You can actually decide to even host it on a different site. For example, SiteGround is another one, GoDaddy is another one. So there are quite a number of sites that you can actually host on. Now, secondly, let's look at a WordPress theme. Now, WordPress theme is basically just a template. Okay. Now, when you're looking at templates, my favorite site is called Theme Forest. Theme Forest, right? So themeforest.net is quite a nice site, especially when you want to get a few, if you're interested in getting existing templates, which are good, really good ones, and I would like to give you a disclaimer that it's not that I am being paid by these guys, but yes, if they've got a good thing, why not share it with you, right? Okay, it looks like today is my forget my password day. Okay. And there it is. So you see I'm logged on. You could actually get code, you can buy videos, you can buy audios, graphics, photos, 3D files, right? So if we go to WordPress, and I wanted I wanted a real estate site, because that's really our aim. So we just go to real estate, click on that, and it gives you some of the real estate websites that are available. Always good to see it from different perspectives: best match, best sellers, best rated. But rated is always is always a good idea, so that you get some of the better sites out there. So you've got Nexus, which is $48. Then you've got your Reland, etc. So what happens is that one of the good things about this particular site is that you can actually, once you get the website, and once you get different options, and you think there's a price that makes sense to you, if you want to now review and see what the characteristics of the website template is, you literally just click live preview, and you will have the different website styles. So you can basically just select a domain, a demo, click on it, and it'll open your demos, and you've got your latest properties, as you can see. So this basically is an example of that website. Now the interesting thing is that if you're literally going into a business, this is what you'd actually just pick up and share with your customer, so they can decide, okay, fine, this is a theme that makes sense for me, let me go for this, it makes a lot of sense for me, let me use this, it will help me out. You could probably look at a few of them. So in this case, you've got your Reland. So let's look at this one. It's another version. Taking a while to start. So there it is. So let's look at this on Homestyle 1. It's got different styles, and you see this is another real estate website, right? So this is really how the template looks like, and this is how it's going to be, etc. So again, you can just have a copy it, share it with your customer, and give them a few choices, right? So what I usually do is I'll go through like a few of these, right? And at the end, I'll cut it down to round 3. And once I get 3 of these sites, templates, I'll then share it with the customer, who will then decide, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't need, this is what I don't want. What you need to also be clear is, for example, this has WooCommerce, so the ability to pay for a deposit. So, there's quite a lot of aspects that I can cover later. One very important thing in websites that will, spark interest, and one of the reasons why this website is really great is you can see it's GDPR compliant. So that means it's much better when it comes to privacy, and privacy these days is a big thing. So it would be one of the first choices, so that you'd go for, right? But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to my own. I have actually purchased a few a site before, and that's probably going to be part of our entire training. And I had purchased this particular site. It's called the Windsor Apartment Complex. I can get a live preview of the same, and as you can see, it's a pretty nifty site structure, and it's one of the reasons why I chose it. It's very easy to use. It's got different videos, apartments, etc. Very nice format, very application-like, really. So I really loved it, and I went for it. And this is really the site that we're going to use this is basically the template, we're going to use in our demonstration. So, and our training basically. So like today was just about picking up the theme, picking up a domain name, and picking up the host. So what I'm going to do here is that I've already got this site, and if I wanted it, I would, once I've purchased it, I've used my credit card, I've gone and purchased it, I'm now able to download it. And it's a Power Elite author, which I really love, because that makes sure that the website is quite a good one. Try to figure out how to download it. I should be able to download it. No. Okay. Okay. Go back here. Downloads. Oh, there it is. So I just click on this to download it. You can have all files and documentation. You can have installable WordPress files on your license certificates, etc. So in my case, I'm just going to take all my documents. It's actually downloaded, if you see that, and it downloads a zip file, and you can see the zip file here. So I'm just going to open it up. Okay, and it's always different. So in this case, you've got your documentation .html, which is quite an interesting thing. So in the documentation basically shows you how to work on a particular theme. You've got your licensing, so what are the license clauses? So they're all over here. You have got your main site, so we'll cover and basically figure out what the difference is, but these two don't need to be unzipped. So you've got your Windsor here as the main theme file, and you've got windsor-child.zip, which is the child theme. How to install it, how do we work with it, is what would be in your documentation. If you've got a premium provider, usually you will have documentation with this, and you can actually download the documentation or use the full online documentation. I'd select the online documentation, and as you can see, it gives you some initial information. It tells you how to install it, the requirements, the hosting services that they recommend, which really doesn't really matter. Then you see you've got the files that are there, etc., 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 etc. So we are going to do this. We are going to cover it in the next lesson. But as you see, just to wrap up, when you are developing a website, you actually have to get three things: the domain name, the WordPress theme, and the host. So thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will come back to you. I will respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you for being an awesome audience, and please ask and you shall receive. Thank you very much. Please also let me know if this has been useful to you, and it always helps if you follow me. Goodbye.